If you want the best defenses at Town Hall 15 in ranked mode right now, this is the base you should be using. The isolated monolith, eagle artillery, and Town Hall setup makes this base extremely difficult for attackers to break. It has been defending against almost every meta army, including Royal Champion charge attacks and even air spam strategies. Today, I'll break down exactly how this base works. I'll start with the base analysis, and after that I'll show you the real defenses I got in ranked mode so you can see how it performs in actual attacks. Let's begin with the base style. This is an anti-2-star setup. The Town Hall sits in the core along with 3 multi-target Inferno towers. Technically, if you think about it, the Town Hall itself also acts like an Inferno tower. So the core contains 4 Inferno-style defenses. On top of that, the Rage Tower is placed right there in the core, boosting all of them. When troops step into the core, they're suddenly taking damage from what feels like 7 or 8 Inferno towers at once. Even though the number of defenses in the core looks minimal, the damage output is incredibly high. Most attackers don't expect that level of damage, and they approach the core a little too casually. That's exactly where the attack starts to fall apart. There are also 2 builder huts inside the Rage Tower range. These builder huts repair nearby defenses while everything is boosted by rage. That small detail actually makes the core even harder to break. Since most attacks naturally enter from the bottom side, the Minion Prince statue is also inside the Rage Tower coverage. That means when troops finally enter the core, the defending hero also benefits from the rage boost. So at that point, the attackers are dealing with Raged Infernos, a Raged Town Hall, Raged Hero damage, and constant repairs from builder huts. It becomes overwhelming very quickly. Now, let's talk about how this base handles one of the strongest strategies at these Town Hall levels. Royal Champion charge attacks. The most important rule when defending a Royal Champion charge is simple. Give the Royal Champion as little value as possible. This base is designed exactly with that in mind. At Town Hall 15, 2 of the most important defenses are the monolith and the eagle artillery. In this base, both of those defenses are heavily protected by spacing, rather than by surrounding them with other buildings. If you look closely, there are no nearby defenses that encourage the Royal Champion to path toward the eagle or the monolith. So if the Royal Champion is deployed outside, she naturally walks away from those key defenses instead of targeting them. That means she gets very little value from the charge. Once the Royal Champion fails to remove key defenses, the follow-up attack becomes much harder. Even if the attacker switches into dragons or another secondary army after the charge, they still struggle. Because the Royal Champion didn't clear important buildings like storages, the pathing for the main army becomes messy. Dragons won't move in a clean line. They split up or drift in the wrong direction. Whether the dragons enter the core in one group or split apart, the result is the same. The core Inferno setup melts them very quickly. Another reason this base holds well against air attacks is the spread-out placement of air defenses. The Royal Champion will usually be able to remove only 1 air defense during the charge. Clearing 2 air defenses is almost impossible with this layout. That limitation makes air attacks much weaker once the main army starts. Now let's look at the most common entry points. Most attackers prefer entering from the bottom side because of the eagle artillery. Their idea is simple. If they start from the eagle side, they assume they can remove it quickly and avoid taking heavy damage from it. But this base turns that idea against them. When attackers push from the eagle side, the monolith becomes the back-end defense, and the monolith is completely isolated, making it extremely difficult to reach cleanly. When troops finally approach the monolith, they're already weakened, and it gets worse. Right near that area, the poison tower slows down the troops as they approach the monolith. Slower movement means they stay longer inside the damage zone. That gives the monolith even more time to deal heavy damage. To add even more pressure, the Barbarian King is positioned to stall the troops in that section. The king holds them in place while the monolith keeps firing. That combination is devastating for high hit point troops and heroes. So by the time attackers reach the final phase of the base, the army is already weakened, slowed, and stuck fighting through one of the strongest defenses in the game. That's why this base performs so well against current meta armies. Now I'll show you the defense replays from ranked mode so you can see how this base holds against real attacks. That's it for the defense replays. You can copy the base link from the description below and try it out yourself. Let me know how it performs for you. And if you want more detailed base analysis, base building guides, or explanations on how to counter specific troops and armies, tell me in the comments and I'll cover those as well. I'll see you soon with more bases.